So Matthias, how did your dream start? And because you moved from co-working into building a new utopia, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was super excited when Levin contacted me and told me that PechaKucha is coming to Sofia, because I love to talk about board games, and 6 minutes 40 seconds is a perfect time for this. But tonight it looks like I'm talking about my other passion, to build communities, and of course also real estate is an important part because people need to have a place as well. If you don't know me, it's not a problem. Of course, in the small village where I live, everyone knows me. Generally, I came to Bulgaria about 9 years ago to a place called Bansko. I created a co-working space there because I wanted to have people that play board games with me. And somehow this ended up to me buying, together with 70 other friends, a big building in a place called Semkovo. And this is, I don't know if you know these people, but they were nice enough to rename the street for us to Nomad Place, to really allow us to create an utopia in a place that is otherwise not full of residents. The way how all this started is, as I mentioned, I created a co-working space in Bansko together with some friends. We thought basically we have a building and a big table for us, and we would travel the world when we are not in Bansko. But this plan didn't work out at all because more and more of my friends showed up, and somehow Bansko developed into one of the biggest European spots for digital nomads. There's now many co-working spaces. So I think when you look at Bansko, a small town with 10,000 people, we have, I think, 5 or 6 co-working spaces now, 3 different co-living companies, and last year we did a big event there for nomads with 700 nomads coming to our town for a week. We dressed them in pink because most of the villagers didn't like the color, so we decided we show them that we're actually taking over the place. Sometimes it feels like I'm praying to my crowd. But if you know me personally, I'm a pretty humble person most of the time. Yet we have a TV crew that is also following me around. They're not here tonight, but they're coming like every month for a few days to basically film the life of Matthias and figuring out why we decided to select a spot that is really in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by nature, why we are creating a co-living space there. But many female nomads prefer bears compared to guys, so this is a perfect place. We have a bear sanctuary very close by, and we found a building that is very similar to NDK, so you might recognize the lights. Also, our pool has the same ceiling as Todor Shivko's pool. I looked at his pool. I think our ceiling is actually nicer. So it's a pretty cool place, and we are renovating it. So it's like a 35-year-old building. We are renovating it to look modern and really nice and directly in nature. And we are doing this together with other people. So I have decided that if we create a community, it's also best if the community is owned by the community. So we have co-owners of over 70 different countries that are building this with us. As I mentioned, it's directly in nature. Sometimes when I share these pictures, people say, oh, this is all like a mid-journey, this is all fake AI. No, this is actually what this building looks like, and this is the actual view of the forest. We are also hired a few people to help us. So if you were at the last PechaKucha, Christiana, our interior designer, presented there what we are doing. This is like a big lobby-like area with a lounge where people can work, but also with our own restaurant, with many meeting rooms, with a bar, of course. But to make it happen, it requires a little bit of work. We are in nature, so sustainability is also a topic for us. And this is not only like putting solar panels on the roof. I think the biggest aspect is actually reusing a building that has been neglected. If we would build this from scratch, I don't know how many tons of CO2 the concrete would need, but we are trying to recycle stuff and to reuse stuff. Here's a few more impressions of what our community already looks like. So we have some bigger presentation rooms, we have smaller rooms, we have bars and social areas, and we are not even open yet, right? So this is people that just come for events that we are doing now. This is like what's around us, basically not much. It's really directly in nature. And I think this is also part of the magic, which means that we can do there whatever we want to do. We can have parties until the early morning hours without annoying any of the neighbors. We have a lot of things we can do in the building. So this is our pool, including the ceiling that Todo Šivko would like to have. Of course, we can do many activities. It's a small ski resort. I don't know who has been to Semkovo. At the moment has 4 small T-bar lifts. But the municipality has a very active mayor, and they want to build a ski lift there, a bigger one. This is our idea how 150 people should be able to cook together at the same time. So it has like bigger cooking stations and smaller stations, snack stations, pizza ovens. So community, I think, is also eating together, preparing food together helps a lot to create places. This is the Semkovo Winterfest that we had in January. So once I told the mayor that the tourism minister is coming, he brought like the whole village to celebrate and build us a small stage. And this really shows that if you want to revitalize an area, there's many people that will support you, right? And this is much easier to do this in a place where there's not so much going on. Very important about our project is we will own this together. So our model is that we sell apartments in a building. We have 230 apartments. In the meantime, we have sold about 130 or so there's like 90 left. And everyone who buys an apartment also becomes part of the co-op that is actually running the co-living in the future. And a lot of these people are digital nomads, which means they will talk about it and they will help us to get people to a place that otherwise is not very popular. Every month we are running a tour. So this is like from a few months ago. We take, of course, group pictures. Most of these people smile. They have not been paid to smile. So they actually enjoy seeing what we are building there. And everything is in green. This is not the official pattern of Semkovo, but maybe it will become the official pattern. So we will see what we can do with the bubbas. I think the automatic 20-second timer has expired. Oh, is this the last slide already? Yes, thank you. You can contact me at